Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. As we continue reflecting on the theme of science and religion, we begin to see how these two paths, so often viewed as opposites, are in fact complementary expressions of the same truth. Science explores the outer world through observation and reason, while religion explores the inner world through faith and surrender. In the heartfulness way, these two dimensions merge seamlessly, the outer and the inner, the known and the felt, the seen and the unseen. Daji reminds us that real science is born of curiosity and real religion is born of humility. When curiosity and humility come together within us, they awaken a deeper kind of knowing, one that is both rational and reverent. As we sit in meditation, we become both the scientist and the seeker, observing, experimenting, and experiencing the subtle transformation that unfolds in the heart. In this journey, the heart becomes our laboratory and consciousness our instrument. Each meditation, each prayer, each moment of constant remembrance becomes an experiment in awakening. We observe not through microscopes or formulas, but through inner stillness, noticing the quiet shifts in clarity, peace, and connection. And over time, these inner observations become the evidence of a subtler science, the science of transformation, where knowledge ripens into wisdom and faith blossoms into direct experience. Dear sisters and brothers, as we move ahead, let us continue to share the master classes and the BHED sessions with our friends, family, and loved ones so that they can also experience heartfulness through these sessions. And you will be able to find the additional reading material and videos of Revered Daji on the theme of science and religion, which are available on the Heartfulness app, and they can be accessed under the Sunday 19th October tab. With this, we move on to our inspirational reading section this week, which is from Heartfulness Way, Book 2 by beloved Daji. And today we revisit the chapter Science and Religion, which we had completed yesterday. We had concluded our first reading yesterday. Yet tonight we return to it for deeper understanding because the truth reveals itself layer by layer, and each time we revisit it with a quieter heart, returning to this chapter helps us deepen our understanding. And since the reading text will not be displayed on the screen, we request you to get your own copy of the book because holding the book in your hands and engaging with the words personally helps deepen your connection and makes the reflection more meaningful. And with this, we move to page number 12 on the book Heartfulness Way, Book 2, and we begin reading Science and Religion chapter again. Daji, in today's society, we see a lot of polarization with people rigidly sticking to their own beliefs, leading to disharmony. This divide is also evident between science and religion. Can these two approaches to knowledge come together to help us in our journey? Elizabeth, Einstein is supposed to have said, science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind. True to their essence, science and religion are both fighting the same enemies: dogmatism, ignorance, and intolerance. Over the years, the sense has been overtaken by the form. The result is the polarization you talk about. Daji, so can science and religion come together? A few centuries ago, religion was the dominant belief system, and scientists had to convince religious leaders of their discoveries. For example, in the 16th century, the Catholic Church didn't accept the findings of Copernicus and Galileo that the earth moved around the sun. Today, science is the authority, and scientists want proof of spiritual truths. They want to measure the effects of prayer and meditation and define the mind of God through scientific principles. Researchers have shown the physiological benefits of meditation, but will they be able to measure God when God is beyond qualities, beyond matter, and beyond energy? Even within us, there is an ecosystem of feelings that is not measurable. Does it mean our feelings are non existent or not worth exploring? Science brings us the measurable, the describable, and that limits the field. When we are unable to measure the momentum of an electron and its position at the same time, as Heisenberg pointed out, how are we to measure things that are infinitely subtler than electrons? When we apply conventional scientific methods to spirituality, we restrict the outcomes. The results are superficial things like becoming less stressed, happier, more compassionate, more grateful, and slowing down brainwave frequencies. Science tells us that emotional intelligence, compassion, gratitude, and empathy are good. They increase our levels of serotonin and dopamine, endorphins and oxytocin, and activate the ventral vagus nerve. But every mother goat or donkey has higher levels of oxytocin in her bloodstream while feeding her babies. Science reduces the benefits of meditation to the physiological and psychological, whereas religion and spirituality are concerned with peace and harmony in the universe, etc. Today, we are finally realizing the need to accept all these frameworks of knowledge. Daji, do you think we will come to see that science and religion complement each other, or will it remain dualistic? It is the vision of my master, Babuji, and all who wish to see humanity move towards a glorious future to see them as complementary. Science is great, but it cannot take us into the mysteries of the great unknown. It deals with the thin film of our overall spectrum of consciousness. In fact, knowledge can become an obstacle to truth. I know is one of the most egotistical statements we can make. Also, quantum physics has demonstrated that science is subjective. Observation depends on the senses, and inference depends on the mind. In most people, observation and inference are hampered because the mind is not a clear instrument of perception. Those who have mastered the senses and the mind, who perceive the world through medium of pure consciousness, are the true scientists. Dear sisters and brothers, let us take the rest from the reading and let the words unfold new meaning tonight, perhaps revealing subtleties we missed before. Notice how understanding matures when the heart listens in silence, and allow the wisdom of these words to deepen what knowledge began. And let us now prepare ourselves to offer the universal prayer and the Friday 9 p.m. meditation with Revered Daji. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है. May this universal prayer awakens love and unity in all the hearts across the world. Dear sisters and brothers, as you prepare to rest tonight, pause and feel the condition within your heart. What new understanding has taken root today? Has reflection turned knowledge into quiet conviction? Spend a few moments in stillness, observing without analysis, simply feeling the presence within. Offer your reflections of the day and your bedtime prayer with love and surrender, with the resolve of not to repeat the mistakes again. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for joining this evening session today. And we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for the morning session at 6 a.m. Until then, may peace, remembrance, and the silent presence of the beloved Master remain within you throughout the night. Wishing you all a very good night.